Okay, so here we go. Tons of pressure. Let's check out the lobby. Ooh, just missed it. So we have a 1991 rated player. Looks like a nice, very legit account. Yes, I shall play him. And I'm white. I had 2 blacks yesterday. My turn to be white. So we're rated about 81 points higher. So if we win, we should still set a new personal best. I need 3 points. No, yeah, I need 3 points to set a new personal best. So that I should get at least 3 points for winning. But obviously, if I draw, I will lose probably one to 2 points. So not the end of the world, but I don't want to lose because I would lose a lot of points there. Okay, so we have a open Sicilian and some slow moves by my opponent. That's kind of weird. I'm looking at his connection. His connection is fine. I'm not sure if he loaded up my stream. Hopefully not, because that would be cheating. I'm not sure why the slow moves. I'm not suspicious about my opponent because his account looks very, very legit. That being said, he's up 71 points today on Blitz, but overall his account looks super legit. So yeah. Oh, he moved. Shit. Okay, I didn't hear him move. My bad. So I wasted probably 20 seconds on that. Looking at his account. I need to just play chess here. No, but honestly, like his slow moves are weird. Like there's no reason for his slow. He's spending like 25 seconds per move in the opening, and that there's like no reason for that. And it always concerns me. I'm always a little suspicious when that happens. Okay, so we have a Sicilian Najdorf. Okay, now it's a Dragendorf. And I believe I play straight up normal. So Queen D2 I can't quite play because of Knight. Well, I don't know. It still might be playable even if Knight G4. But I think I'm just going to play F3. And yeah, so we have a Dragendorf here. And you basically play it like, as far as I know, you play it just like a standard open, like a standard English attack. And Black is trying to do the best of both worlds, but that slows Black down significantly. So I don't believe in the Dragendorf. Okay, E5. That's interesting. It really weakens these D6 and D5. I'm probably just go to B3. I don't really have too much of another option. I don't want to go to E2. So I shall play that without thinking too much. Yeah, so now we have to be a little careful here. Do we want to castle and have an attack on our queen side, or... Okay, well, I don't want to castle king side because I played F3. So pretty much I almost never want to castle king side when I've committed that pawn. So to me, there's 2, possibly 3 moves here. There's castling, G4, and then possibly Knight D5. Knight D5 is threatening to go to G6. So probably Black has to take. And then I can't take with the queen because of bishop E6. And I don't want to take this pawn. So that is a little premature. So I will, so now I'm looking between castling and g4. And they're both probably fine. I'm gonna castle here though. That's really the typical move you would play here. And if b5, I think I will wait for him to maybe push b4, then I'll play knight d5. And then his bishop would be, his rook would be trapped there. So if he took, anyways. Okay, bishop e6, yeah. So he's giving up a pawn here. Now it looks like a free pawn, and it is a free pawn, but often Stockfish does not like taking that. But I am so materialistic. Yeah, but like take. I mean, it's so alluring. Like I think I'm going to do that. I just can't help myself. And like I don't see my rook getting trapped here. Yeah, but often the computer doesn't like taking it. But I think sometimes when it doesn't like taking it is when the queens can't get traded off. I wonder if there's another problem such as taking. No, I'm going to take. And I'll learn my lesson if this is not really a great move. Then again, when it's the times that taking that pawn is not good, it's only like slightly not good for the side taking the pawn. Usually it's white. Like I think at worst it's like equal. So I'm not really risking too much from taking it. But I'm pretty sure it's just a free pawn. I don't think in this exact scenario that, and this is part of the problem in my view why the Dragendorf is not really that great. Because again, Black is trying to play a Najdorf and he's trying to play a dragon at the same time. And well, you can't just do everything you want, right? So it's a little slow for Black, and White can just get right to the point. Yeah, so I should have pre-moved that capture. Save myself a second. So knight c6. So yeah, so this is when we have to be a little bit careful because we're up a pawn, but Black gets to run at me full force. I still don't think my rook will be trapped. It would. I mean, he'd have to do something on the pretty much on the d file here, either d4, d5. Well, that could almost happen actually if it goes here and then I take here. Like my rook is suddenly, I'm okay there, but you know we got to be a little careful. Like there's stuff like this. Yeah, I mean I would probably take. Well, I'm not sure, but I can always sack the exchange in the worst case scenario, but I just have to be a little bit careful here and not get overly excited. I could actually just bring the rook all the way back, but I'm not sure about that. It's kind of giving up a tempo. So I don't know. This is a little hard position because there's a lot of moves. There's knight c5, hitting the bishop, and well, I mean this is obvious, but hitting e6 and b7, which is kind of enticing, I have to say. Now he might just develop, or I guess he could go here, and then I can go back, and then he can like push here or something. And then am I losing like a tempo doing that? That's an interesting point. Yeah, because then I go back here. I can always take the bishop though. I mean, unless he goes like somewhere like this, but he's going to get awkward there. But my knight is a little awkward on c5. Yeah, so that's a possibility. I'm also looking at simply bishop e2, getting another piece off the back rank, which is a nice idea. And then letting my other rook come in too. I might play that, even though there's so many other moves here to that might be playable. This is very, very tempting. Yeah. So, but I think I'm just gonna play bishop e2, a nice, simple, developing move. Really hope I'm not getting my rook trapped. It just seems too good to be true to be up a pawn already. I mean, this is like the one thing you kind of have to look at. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, then here. Actually, that's a real concern, actually. Good thing I looked at that. Yeah, so let's just say bishop e2, knight d4. Yeah, because if takes, I could take with the rook, but he still had the discovery on that square. But maybe I can just take with the rook. Boom, 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 boom. Although this might, no, because I could take. Yeah, so, okay, let's try that. It's a little scary, though. A little scary. But yeah, I can take with the rook. Knight d4. And, yeah. These pawns start rolling as well, though. It's a little scary. That's partly why I like knight c5, because it's a little bit more of an aggressive, like I'm attacking instead of reacting. But I do like the idea of simply developing here. Hello, Strobeck's Gaming. Yeah, so let's have a move prepared. So knight d4, yeah, I mean, I could take with the bishop. Let's not use arrows. So knight d4, I could go bishop takes d4, ed, and knight takes. But then I run into the issue of possible issues of knight e8, attacking my rook. And my rook is a little bit awkward. I could go to b6. And I can survive, for sure. But it's a little bit hazy. And I do give up a bishop for that. Oh, he takes on b3. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, normally I'll take with this, but I have to, he would have two outside pass, well, two outside connected pawns, but I still think I should take towards the center, because I don't want that c file being open there. It was an interesting choice for him to do that. I'm still, oh wow, okay. So yeah, I think just simply rook h d1. I am a bit confused still, because I'm still skeptical a little bit, just slightly, about that pawn I have. It seems just too easy to have gotten a pawn out of the opening there against someone who's pretty much rated 2000. So I'm very skeptical, and I'm playing skeptically. That's pre-move. The reason I don't pre-move sometimes is it's a little bit easier to see the board without the color changes like that. And even though it's classical, pre-moving still makes sense though, because you can kind of save like 10 seconds on the clock. And if you do that 5 times in a game, that's about a minute, which could help you in the end game. So. Okay, so what are some moves for black here? First of all, let's say he captures first. What would his follow-up be? B5? I don't really think it's much of an issue. I might just be able to play knight D5 there. Yeah, I mean, even just knight D5 looks fine. And what if he goes knight E1? Maybe I just go, yeah. Oh, he goes knight E1. Oh, sorry, I meant knight E8. So that's interesting. I could trade rooks, possibly both of them. I don't think he would take with the knight, because then I might have rook D7. Which, yeah, I don't know. My rook could get trapped possibly there. Okay, well, I'm probably going to take the rook, though, because... Okay, well, I have 2 other options. I could go to D7, or I could retreat to one of these squares. Retreating doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Because otherwise, why did we double up here? So I don't really think I will retreat. The other 2 options are to take or to go to D7. If I go to D7, I'm threatening B7. And I'm just looking, am I threatening to trap my rook? I mean, not really. Yeah, so what, and then if he goes B5 here, he might run into trouble with maybe I have, well, if I go bishop B6, rook B8. Then I come back though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so if I take rook D7, I'm just so terrified of getting trapped. He comes in here. I don't know. It seems okay. Yeah, and if I take, and then knight takes, then knight D5, or maybe bishop B6. Bishop B6, he brings the knight back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of over analyzing here, which I shouldn't. I don't know. I think I might go to D7 and then takes, assuming he takes. He might not. Takes. I wonder if he doesn't take, then he might just get another developing move. Like he goes here or something. But no, sorry. He would have to defend B7. So if I went here, let's say he went here. What am I getting out of that? Well, I might get something out of it. It doesn't hurt. So I think I might do that and then put a rook on there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I hope I didn't spend too much time on that move. I might have. I might be overthinking. Because I really want to win. I think I might be overthinking things a little bit. Because I need to win. Yeah. In fact, I would say that I probably for sure overanalyzed that. I don't know how much time I spent on that, like 3 or 4 minutes, and it really wasn't necessary. I'm also kind of complicating things. Like I could have just traded rooks, and then if we traded rooks twice, I have the bishop pair there. I don't know. I'm trying to get every bit out of the position. Okay, so what are some moves by black other than taking? It's hard to find a move if I flip the board. It's a little hard to find moves for black, I must say. It's not a comfortable position. I was thinking possibly there's f5, and if I took and then g takes, he kind of has a couple of interesting pawns there. Probably not good because the bishop coming into g5. Okay, okay. So he drops another pawn, which is very odd. He might be over-analyzing things like I am. Because I thought it's possible he might just forget about it. That's what happens if you overanalyze. But let's see. Maybe as a trick up his sleeve. Because worst case scenario, even if my rook gets trapped, I can always bail out with a exchange sack, I think. But so let's say he trades rooks, and I take with a bishop. I mean, I'm just up a pawn there. I don't see how. I don't see the issue with taking the pawn. Is he planning something like knight d4? No, I'm going to take the pawn. I don't see the problem. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Knight f6, eh? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he sees a way to trap my. Oh, is this something? I mean, I've got squares though, so I don't think that's a problem. I'm going to take it. It's a very strange game. That's the second pawn he dropped. If I set a new personal best from this game, it won't feel super great because, yeah, I mean, my opponent gave me 2 free pawns, it looks like. But I'll take what I can get. I mean, he must have gotten to 1991 somehow, you know. He was actually, a week ago, he was 2016. So I'm not sure why he's playing like this. Maybe he had too much to drink, or maybe, I mean, the game's not over yet, right? Yeah, so we could take 3 ways. Might even take with the knight, because the bishop is on a6. Or even the king? No, because he can move his rook with check. I might take this way. Then again, it's nice to have my knight with access to d5. Yeah, because if I take this, like, I mean, he can't move the rook because I can just take here. I wonder if I should take with the king, actually. Maybe I should take with the king, and then if he gives me a check, well, I mean, I go back here. No, I'd rather not, but I think taking with king isn't the worst thing. But I think I'm going to take with the knight. I like the bishop on a6. And this is, I mean, already guarded once. Nothing's going to happen to these squares. And maybe I can repurpose the knight somewhere else. Yeah, this is kind of a weird move. Kind of a weird move. If this was a bullet game or blitz game, well, in a bullet game, I might take with the king possibly. But in a blitz game, I'm taking with the bishop without hesitation, I think. Hello, none too smart. SGY13. So I'm down to 16 minutes, halfway point. The game is close to, yeah, it's about halfway done, I would say. So time-wise, I'm doing okay here. Well, position-wise, I'm doing okay as well. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns and I have the bishop pair. And I'm not so worried about my rook. He had the dark squared bishop. He does have 2 knights, but I have 2 bishops. Again, I think worst case scenario I sack the exchange, which I would definitely not want to do, but that's the worst case scenario. Yeah, so he plays a5, getting off of this bishop, attacking it. This might, I mean, I'm threatening this, right? And then here. Kind of interesting, right? Bishop g5. I guess he would just move the knight. He has one, no, he's got 2 squares, but let's say he goes here to e8. Then I have this. Actually, there's bishop c4, which I kind of like. Bishop c4, and then there's rook d8. But then I can go rook here. I don't really want to trade off the rooks. I mean, my rook is much better. But yeah, bishop c4. The bishop is doing nothing where it is. Nothing productive. Or I could bring the knight back into battle. There's a lot of moves here. Maybe I'll bring the knight back because it hits a4, and of course it hits d5. I think I might just bring the knight back now. Yeah. Don't overthink it. I did overthink that move because I spent, I think, over a minute on that move, which was not necessary. So I still have my other options, as bishop g5 and bishop c4 available to me. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Yeah, what about bishop c4? Bishop c4. I think I might just play bishop c4 here. I don't mind that knight posted where it is. Yeah, so now I'm just going to blunder check quickly. I don't see an issue. I'm nervous though. Even though my position is just completely winning, I'm nervous because, again, if I win, it'll be a new personal best. First one in 7 months on classical. I mean, come on, that's a long time. That's like a fourth of the time. That's like 25% of how long I've been playing chess as an adult. That's how long it's been since I've set a new personal best on classical. So that's why I'm being ultra conservative here. Yeah, so I'm already down to 14 minutes. Yeah, okay. I wasn't even thinking about moves during that time. I should have been. Okay, so I could take, give him double pawns, and then could I pop into d7? Because there's only one way for him to defend that pawn, which is playing rook here, allowing me to trade, and then I'm up 2 pawns in an endgame. So I could do that. I could also play knight d5. Knight d5, he can't move this. He can, because I'm blocking my bishop now. And that is a little annoying. Yeah, it's a little annoying. No, wait, I'm stupid. Well, am I stupid? Because there's check here, takes. Yeah, oh no, because he's still defending f7 there. Yeah, so I'm not so sure about that. Boom, boom. Check. Even though my knight is better. Yeah, I don't know. It's playable. What was the first thing I was looking at? What was the first thing I was looking at? What was the first move? Oh, wasn't it something about this? So, first move I was looking at was taking, and then rook here, and having him trade off. Would that be better? It might be, because he has double pawns here. I think I'm going to do that. Because it's similar to the other line, but this line, he keeps the double pawns. And then I can pick this one off. Oh, that's beauty. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for sure. Well, because then I can pick this pawn off. So here, yeah, he has to trade rooks. I trade rooks and then I pick up that pawn. I like that. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. I like the logical decision making there. Hello, long live the queen. So down to 11.5 minutes. I burned a lot of time there, but that time was well spent, I think. Yeah, so if he goes rook e8, I'm definitely going to trade. And then bishop b6. And I pick off a third pawn. Suddenly I have 3 passed pawns with that, and he's left with double isolated pawns as well. It's not an inside joke. I don't know. I read your name. It's a long name. And oh, I forgot. There's another way for him to defend. I did not see that. So shame on me. Shame on me. Yeah, that is not so cool that I missed that. So I think I'm going to go to a4 to b5, or I mean to c5. He can kick me out, but I'm going to do that. Okay, let's just blunder check quickly. Quick blunder checks. Okay, I totally missed rook a6. That's pretty sad. I had everything planned out there. Yeah, so knight c5. Um, knight c5, king f8. I guess I could take. And so yeah, so what if he goes king f8 first? King f8, maybe I go rook a7. Thank you for the follow, SGY. King f8, rook a7. And then I am going to pick this pawn off. Yeah, I think I will do that. I got kind of lucky getting this game because I couldn't have asked for and no disrespect to my opponent, but like a simpler game. Like he gave me 2 free pawns and didn't give me any issues the whole game. But I think part of that was due to his opening of playing the Dragendorf. But still, there's no reason for him to drop 2 pawns. Like, I almost feel bad. Okay, bishop f8. Yeah, activating a piece is a good idea. I think I'm still going to play this. He can defend his pawn here now, but I have to start playing a little bit quicker here as well. I think I will continue with this. Yeah, just quickly blunder checking. Yeah, that's not a bad move by my opponent there, because he can't really play this. I guess I can always kick him out, but still getting some type of, this is a little bit more of an active square for his bishop. Oh, but it's a little sad though, because where can he go? I mean, he can go to like 2 squares, so maybe it's more cosmetic of a move because it's not actually. Yeah, because I actually thought he could go there, but he can't actually go there. I have c3. But I mean, if we flip the board, like black, what can black do here? It's hopeless. I think he just has to kind of wait for me to blunder. I don't think there's a way for black to like play for a win other than waiting for me to blunder. So I will pre-move this, save myself 10 seconds. It's an odd game again, because at 1991, I'm expecting a really tough game. When you get to around 2000 level, even around 1900, I expect a tough game. So this was kind of a happy surprise, I guess. Okay, so yeah, what can my opponent do here? He has to move his rook. I wonder if he's considering, not that it'll work. No, never mind. No, I think he has to move the rook, right? So he has 3 squares. And I mean, this isn't, yeah, so there we go. Damn, when I did the arrow, I think it undoes my pre-move. Okay, so we're gonna grab this pawn. And I guess he's gonna try to grab these, which is not to be ignored. I could lose this game. He's got these pawns here. We can't take that lightly, and I won't. That's serious. It's going to take him a little while to do it though. Especially if I bring the bishop back. But I mean, that is serious. These pawns can run. So let's say bishop here. He would definitely play this. Or he might also give a check and try to come in this way. But, so bishop here. Boom. Is it worth doing this? It actually might be, because that would actually slow him down a move. Well, maybe not quite. The check. I'm not sure. I guess I would come here. Then he comes here. He's attacking another pawn. Wait, he can't. My bishop is on that square. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. But yeah, still being vigilant. I could still lose. It's so easy to become complacent here. And then before you know, yeah, so I have the dark squares covered. So yeah, I was going to play b6. Yeah, so b6 check, and then king d1, and his knight is trapped. So I guess he could try for something else, but it's hard. If he comes here, yeah, so I simply go here, and his knight has to be traded now. He has to go to d4. So he has to let me trade, which I think I would. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns, but yeah. So it's a bit of a thing. I'm probably going to take though, because f3 is going to fall if I don't, and I don't really want to allow this. That knight could get really tricky to pin down. I got to be careful here. I could draw or lose. But I do think I'm going to take. Wait a second. Just wait 1 second. Maybe I play f4. That's tough. I don't know. No, I don't know. I could play f4. Like, I think f4 is 100% playable, but I'm not certain about that. I think I'm going to take, and my knight could get dominated. So okay, I'm going to take. Yeah, he instantly takes back. I think I'm going to move my king up. Okay, let's move the king up. This is a lot closer than I had wanted, man. Can I not play c3? I think I'm going to play c3, because if I play king d3, there's e5, and I could play f4, but why? When I could just play c3. So c3 takes. Yeah, so. And he wishes he could go here and harass me this way. But I think I know how this guy got his rating now. I think it's from endgame play, because he's tricky in the endgame. Yeah, so I think I'm going to bring the king up. I have to watch my clock. There's no increment. He brings his king up. How can I target this? It's 1 square away. How many moves is that? Just 2 moves away. I think I would do that. Although he can defend this way. I'm gonna do that though. Wait. He can come in here though. Boom, boom. But then I hit here. He comes in here. Ugh. Okay, I got to play a little quicker, though. I'm going to do that. So he comes in here. Did I let him get it back there? I might have. Shit. Yeah, I wonder. That might have been a mistake. Because if he comes in here, I can put them on the right colors, but this is getting way too close for a draw. Way too close to a draw for my liking. Okay. Yeah, we do this. So bishop here, maybe, can I, well, this, he gets a pass pawn if I do that. Oh boy, I don't know, I'm feeling nervous now. My heart is going now. This is way, I made this way closer than it ought to have been. And he can give himself an outside pawn here by playing b5 or g5. Okay, maybe I'll play here and then play this. I'm going to do that. Then I'll play b4. This could be very dangerous. There's stuff like here that could be problematic, like this. I'm okay, but it's very easy to lose this game. Yeah, he goes for that. Damn, yeah. I mean, I have to take. That is scary. Do I have to take? I don't have to, but I will. Yeah, because this is scary. Then he comes like this. Ooh, boy. So there is here which prevents this, because then now I can do this. But then I can't play here anymore. So play here, take. Do I really want that? No, you know, I am going to play here, and I'm going to bring the king in, I think. I don't know. Damn. There's a fork here. Does this do anything? No. I'm trying to see how other moves that might. Plus, he's always has this, and this is still there. No. Maybe e5, and then I come after this. Yeah. I think I might try for that. Yeah, this guy definitely got his rating from the endgame. Now my knight is pinned. I have check. And I have check. Check. It's in there. Here, and then I have this. Yeah, maybe I go king c6. Okay, at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let me come in here. Okay, that feels a lot better that that one pawn is gone. Now we have to worry about more about getting a draw here, but it's pretty much impossible to lose this. So now it's all about not giving up that draw. So I don't know if I can do that because he can always just come in with his king. But I do have check to get him. But then he's got this. So maybe I do have to trade that. Or I could go after this one. No. Here. No. Okay, I'm going to just take it. Yeah, that pawn's going, hey? Could still draw this. Because I might have to give up my knight for this pawn. Poor f3. Hello, case money. Poor f3. Check. Or just push. Push. And we go here. Or should we let him take first? He might actually push himself. I think he's going to push. That gives me the biggest trouble. So push, push. Oh, I'm surprised he did that because I have check. So that's a mistake. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's losing here either way, but I think this would have given me the most headache. You know, for sure. That d5 would have given me the biggest headache. Because this is, yeah. Okay, why can't I take? So can still blunder, but at least, could I still technically lose? Could I self-mate? But yeah, he resigns. And with that, that is a new personal best. First one in 7 months on Classical. I'm happy he played a really good endgame because the first 3/4 of that game was very easy. And I wondered like how did he get his rating? But yeah, it's from the end game. He plays a tricky end game. So um, yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. Not too smart. I appreciate it. Yeah, celebrate my new personal best on classical. Again, the first one in 7 months on classical. About a quarter of the time I've been playing chess as an adult. So that was a long wait, a long grind, a very long grind to a new personal best. Um, 2086. So I beat my previous best by 3 points. If you remember, my stream title for a very long time was Road. excuse me. Was Road to 2083. Road to 2083 Classical was my stream title, but not anymore. Now it'll be Road to 2087, right? So that is very cool. I'm very happy about that. Now that I've hit that, I'm going to rotate to Rapid, which I do not want to do because I just love that 2100 rating I have there. And I'm I don't want to, I just love the 2100 and I don't want to see that go. But I think it's time because I like to rotate time controls. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy, man. 2086.